Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Amy. Today we have a Planything unboxing. These items are all available now, so thank you to Planything for sending these to me. We're going to take a look at them and do something with them. But first, look at this really cool mug. I'm still drinking my coffee. It's morning. And look, it's like one of these double-walled mugs where you can't feel the hot from the outside, but it's got all these dried florals inside. And that's pretty cool. I think it's really, really fun. Anyways, moving on and getting into actually what we're here for, which is the Planything release. So these items are all available now, and you can use code AMY10 if anything catches your eye and you choose to shop. So thank you, because that will save you 10% and help me out at no extra cost. Oh my God, look at all the washi tape. Planything has some of the best base tapes, as I call them. So we have a lot of washi tapes. There are 12 here. Okay, so as you can see, there are all kind of like pastel colors. So they're all shrink wrap plastic. So we're gonna take all of that off and swatch them out so you can see them. And we have 3 sticker books. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. Okay, I'm gonna pause, open up all the plastic to save us some time, and then get to looking at everything with you. All right, we have 12 tapes here. And as I mentioned, these are great base tapes. I love Planything tapes. All of these are always available individually, and unless you're getting the subscription, which is on the first each month. Those ones are separate and only come in the sets, but these ones are all available individually. So let's just start. I've organized them by color. So the hardest part is sometimes starting off the very first time. Sometimes tapes will rip as you try to get them going, and you'll just have to fix that. And that's a common problem with all tapes across the board, no matter where they're from, just because of the washi tape material. Okay, so I'm just gonna lay them down like this so you can see the greens. These are all pastel. They're all ready for spring. All right, so we've got 3 green ones, 3 kind of orange yellow ones. I like this color better than yellow. I find the yellow ones are sometimes too bright. So this one that is like a deeper yellow with an orange tone works much better than the ones that are like this bright of yellow. I don't like it when they're neon. So this is good. Where is the edge? All right, so we've got 2 of these like yellows with the orange undertones. We've got 2 pinks. Again, where's the edge? And this is a fun hexagon design in the pink. Ah, see, that's what I'm talking about when it like rips off the page and you have it like this. It rips off the tape. So you just have to like pull it up and reset it so that it's ready to go. But all tapes will do that on occasion. If you're having it happen a lot, try pulling your tape up more slowly, and it should solve the problem. All right, we have 3 purples. We've got a scallop, a grid, and a horizontal stripe. I am loving the horizontal stripe ones. I had 2 come out in my shop recently. Not quite this pastel, more like a little bit deeper of colors to match the Sweetheart Soda Shop theme. And I really liked those ones. So I'm excited to have some more colors in a similar pattern. All right, and then we have 2 blues, which are hexagons, and then the horizontal one. I love the horizontal ones. By the way, Planything is based in the Netherlands, and so if you are over in Europe, that's a quick, easy place to shop for your base tapes and some stickers. And then if you're in the US, the prices you see on her site do include everything door to door. So it'll come via FedEx, I think, and you won't have any customs charges after the fact or anything. It's all built into the price. So here are all the tapes. Look at how great they look. All right, now let's take a look at the 3 sticker books. Each of these are 15 sticker sheets, and this one's Sweet Spring, so let's take a look at that first. All these florals are going to be great for Dutch doors. Even if they're not like symmetrical, the way that they're shaped, you can usually fit things in or cut off a leaf and move it around, you know, things like that. All right, here are some boxes. This is on clear sticker paper, but she has cut out the inside, so when you put it down, you can write in the gap. That's perfect. Okay, then we've got some boxes. Then we go into this little theme with, oh, look at that little window with the fields and the tulips. Oh my God, I love it. Okay, some little bunnies, the little grass bunny. Okay, and some florals. And then some more of the kind of boxes out of florals and some more actual boxes. Okay, then we have like our cozy spring with our house, our laundry, our table, our book nook. That is so cute. Okay, then we've got some bee stuff and honey and hives. Butterflies with flowers. Oh, that's super unique and cool. Okay, and then the little animals. Oh my gosh, so cute. And some boxes and a few quotes. Okay, then we have Black Alphabet, which I love the alphabet sticker books. They're so fun. I'm always pulling these out. These ones are all on clear sticker paper, which makes it really good for layering over other things and then seeing the black letters pop out. So I love that. All right. So we're changing fonts mid-page, I think probably to fit more fonts in. So here's just a quick look at all the fonts that are included. These ones are really great. Oh, I like the little hearts on the I and in the O. That's very cute. Okay. Okay, and then we have stitched border plain boxes. This is new. So it's the boxes, but they have stitched borders all around them. Love that, because with her boxes that were plain colors like this, I used to use my black pen and stitch around the border on them. And so this has it done for you. That's great. Love it. All right, so it's just all sorts of different colors using these stitched boxes. This is great. Okay, I think we're going to do a creative journal spread. I have an idea. And so we are going to grab my journal, which is upstairs. Oh, look at these big boxes. That's great. We're going to go grab my journal and then get started on a spread. All right, so we are going to do the last days of February in my journal. And it needs to be 2 doors, okay, to fill out the rest of February. So this is going to take a little bit of explanation. But in short, this, while it may not pertain to you, the idea that you learn here will work for any birthday or holiday or anything that you want to label with text while making Dutch doors. So my husband and I are Baha'i, and we celebrate a holiday called Ayamiha at the end of February. So I'm going to have my Dutch doors say Happy Ayamiha with some decorations, but you can take this idea if you need to say Happy Birthday or Merry Christmas or 4th of July or, you know, whatever you want to make Dutch doors using letters. We're also going to use these. And it's not quite spring yet, so I do want some decorations though, and I'd like to use some of these. So let me think. The butterflies would be very easy add-ons for Dutch doors. So I think we have to use the butterflies on one of these. And And I mean, flowers are always great any time of year, even if it's not spring. So do these ones coordinate okay? Maybe. Let's go first with these ones and make the happy, and then figure out the rest of it. So what we're gonna do is have butterflies going down and layer in the letters. First, I have to look at what butterflies are similarly sized, because none of these are the exact same. Like these two look similarly sized. So I'm gonna grab one of them to use and keep the other. Does that make sense? And then we are gonna go from there. Okay, so I'm gonna just start by putting this one here. And then I'm gonna put these down the page. That one can kind of go with that one. These two are similar. These two are similar. And I want this one coming, I want some hanging over the edge of the page a little bit, but this one's not quite gonna do that unless I do it like, that'll do. Okay, this one might need like two more. These two are similar and these two are similar. So let's go with a small one first, because that'll look good. And then one like this, okay? So we're going like that. It's not perfectly straight. The goal is not to make them straight. Okay, so we're gonna put the words happy down the page. And I think, okay, what is gonna go well? I really wanted to use these ones because of the eyes and the, like, the hearts and stuff. But okay, first of all, how many A's am I doing? That's gonna be the kicker. Okay, yummy. Only 3. Okay, I'm good. Yeah, we're all good. Do I want these ones because I want an eye with that? Or do we want to do a different, like, bold one? I don't think the really skinny ones will look good over all this, but I think the bolder ones will look nice. I think this is bold enough, though this would make it really easy to see the words. I think we're going to go with this, though, just because I really want to use an eye on the page. Okay, so the happy, we're going to have to spread out a little bit. So I'm going to start with a P. And I'm going to put it sort of in the middle. My goal is to kind of place them around the butterflies, not smack dab in the middle of the butterfly. So I'm going to go like that. And let's get a Y. Put the Y over here. Okay. Now go back. We are going to use one of the A's as well in this one. Since we're going to have more space for the happy than the second Dutch door with a Yamiha, let's use one of the fancy A's because it's a little bit bigger. Okay. We'll go that way. Okay, so there it is. So we've got butterfly happy Dutch door. We need to cut things out and then decorate the backside. I'm not going to put text on the backside. This is why also I didn't put them all the way over. I was thinking about putting text on the backside, but I don't have enough letters. So this is a great way to do it. Working it through in my head as I'm doing it. I knew there was a reason that I had them over instead of all the way over here. I would have run out of A's, you guys, because I need all 4 of them for this. Oh, that's so cute. Okay. So now we go back to this and try to fit things in. It's never perfect on the back, but these butterflies are so like fanciful with all the florals that if things don't fit perfectly, if I need to cut a little something off or if it's not quite to the edge, I feel like I'm okay with that. It's all good. Those butterflies are just so cute. Okay, this one could be that one. And this one was right at the top, I think. Like here. Okay, and then that's a little one. So let's just use this. For this one, maybe I used something that I wanted to use there. I don't remember. We're going to figure it out. Do this one here, angled like that. Do I need to get something small right there? Because I have a tiny one. I think it's okay. I think I'll just leave it like that. A little white space, never hurt anyone. We don't need to fill it up with what I call a sticker explosion everywhere. Having that white space is a stylistic choice and can work. We also could put in some little dots or things with pen. You could put in little sparkles from something, whatever you want. But I think I'm going to leave it for now. Now, if you had other letters, you could put letters here and fill those gaps, because that's really what we're working with. Like right here, there was a P, you know, all of that. Okay, anyways. Okay, a Yamiha is going to be harder to fit in. So I'm wondering, idea for this one, instead of decorations like flowers, what if we line it up more exact? So this is always one way to do letter text. Another would be to line it up right here and or have a Dutch door without the text, and then the last page has it just right down the edge. Because we're doing one more cut. What if we just write it all the way down? Okay, wait. We're going to put letters on the edge of this first to see how much space we're working with, because these letters are pretty big. So measuring for your space sometimes is great. So I'm just going to put it like hanging off the edge of this cutting mat just so we can figure it out, because I think I might need to squash the letters a little bit. I'm trying to choose the simplest letters when I can, so that they don't have the extra flair, so that it fits a little better. But we need an eye, so here's the cute eye that I really wanted to use. Okay, yeah, so see, we are out of space to the H, and we still have an A. So like it's like that long. So I do need to squash them. So thinking this through, if we're gonna do that, I think I am going to use the florals to make a door to go with that. Okay. Because these are great. We have so many that are similarly shaped that we can make this work wonderfully. And then I can just do it kind of like this, where all the letters are all over the place again. Just going down the flowers though. Okay, so this one and, yeah, this one and this one will do this one and this one. This one's a little smaller, but it'll work. I'm not going to put that one next to that, though. Let's do, actually, these two would work well together. We can just figure it out. Florals are pretty easy to work with. Let's do this one. And these are itty bitty. I'm getting confused over which flowers I was going to pair with things, so I think, because I'm already doing this, I'm going to set the flowers that I think I'm going to use to the side, just so that I don't accidentally use them. Okay, does that make sense? So I'm going to have a whole desk trail of florals going on. Okay, this green is kind of nice. I don't really know what I'd use to match it. Maybe that would be okay to match it. Okay, then these two would work. These two would be better, especially if I stick the top part coming out. Okay. And then how about a big floral, like this big purple one, to take up a lot of space? And then we'd figure that one out, probably that one. But I think we're getting to a point that I can start to, I think we're just putting a couple flowers down so we have a little bit more of a base to layer letters over. Okay, we're going to call that good for now. We'll probably stick in some boxes or things close to that. But let's get in these letters and figure out. So the way when you're looking at letters and trying to squish something in, like I did with Happy, start from the center. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 letters. So we're going to start with the A and the M and try to fit them in kind of like right here. And I'm going to fit things in as best I can with like getting them in as close as possible without touching so that we can squish things. So see, this Y is going to go into that Y and so on so that we can make it fit. And now that fits. Now technically a Yamiha has a dash after the M and after the I. We're not going to do that today because I don't have stickers for that, and that would be way too complicated with this vertical set of letters. But, and then this A has extra flair, and it's going to get cut off, but you'll still see that it's an A. Okay. Except, oh my gosh, you guys were probably watching that. You always want to make sure if you're doing this that your letters are visible. Okay. We're going to move everything over. Luckily, picking back up these stickers, pretty easy. Okay, now I see the A. There's the M. We're just going to get it all over. I always know when I make a mistake that someone's been telling me through their TV or computer that I made that mistake. So I know someone caught that. Okay, that part's better. We'll move this I over. And check each one before I do the next. Okay, there, good. Now we can see it. Okay. So as always, I'm using my gyro cut, and it works for me. If you don't have one, don't feel the need to go out and buy one right away. You can use scissors, though it takes longer. You can use other cutting tools like an X-Acto knife or other craft knife. This works really well for me, but there is a learning curve. So don't expect to go right out and have it be perfect right away, because you have to practice with it. Okay, this was the one that matched there. I'm gonna try to figure these out. And this one I had thought would be pretty good here. It is pink next to pink, but whatever. This one, florals, you just have to play with until you find what works. You just rotate them, and eventually you'll get something that's pretty close. You can see there's a little bit extra that's not done, but that's okay. It's pretty good. All right. This we can do right there. This green one, I thought this one would be pretty good for it. Oh yeah, that looks great. Okay, then that one specifically was this one with the little leaves coming off, and I thought it would look good that way. Yep. Okay, and then I didn't pull anything else out, so I think these are some big wide leaves. Let's try this one that also has some big wide leaves. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna trim off the excess, then we'll get a few more flowers in both sides just to make this look a little bit fuller. And then we need to do the part where we're like decorating the rest of the page. Okay. So on here, these have these sticking out. I feel like I want one more right here. And we have a lot of pink up at the top, so we're not gonna do pink. The purple's too big. The red will work. We only have one other like reddish item on this page. So there. Okay, then on this side we have all these others. So what if we just add maybe even just this one to make that a little thicker right there, and a piece of cut sticker got stuck to the back of it. Okay, that's gonna irk me. All right, now let's get the other last red sticker up in here, because then it just brings a little more red up. Okay, so there we go. We will get a few more pieces of decoration in just a second, but I'm gonna decide where. We're gonna use these boxes, and we're gonna use some tape. I have an idea for that though. Okay, so first we're gonna lay down the things for the idea. We have a few more stickers left. We also have these ones which go along with this pretty well. Look at that bird. That is so pretty. Okay, we're gonna use the bird. And it is gonna go right up here. We'll trim everything in a second. I am basically making a frame on the front page and the back page to use some of these tapes. So I will show you in a moment how that's all going to work. We just need 2 decorative pieces on each one. So this one is getting florals because the florals are back here. This one, if I have 2 butterflies, we're gonna put 2 butterflies over here. Does that make sense? So let's go take a look. Butterflies, we do have some butterflies. Okay, we're gonna do the big one on one of them and 2 small ones on the other side. So we did top and bottom. So let's do, based on how this is, I kind of want to do opposite of what this is. So I kind of want this one on the bottom, then do the 2 small ones on the top, I think. And I think this is just going to bring the 2 different designs together a little bit more by having them be, you know, on both, like floral, butterfly, like it just I think will look really nice. So I'm going to trim these, get the tapes in, and then we have some boxes to put in. Okay, let's not cut the page behind it. Almost cut off some of the coffee page. Okay. And then next in this journal, we'll be doing a March cover page. Which, I don't know about you, this might be a little early for the spring items, doing it for the end of February, but I am totally ready for spring. So, okay, I told you guys how much I've been loving horizontal tapes, so we're going to use one of them on this page. Let's do, looking at these colors and what we've got. Kind of want to use yellow over here. I've been super into yellow, so we're going to use a yellow grid tape here. So if we're using yellow here, let's use purple here to bring out more of the purple tones, because I don't want too much pink. And this pink is brighter than that pink is, so I don't really want to use that one there. Okay, so what we're going to do is lay this all down, and it's going to get trimmed, but I need a lot of stuff laying over so that I can do this. So just trust the process. Let's attach this so it stops closing. One of my favorite things to do, I don't know that I've actually done this in a while, is make, instead of using boxes on one page, is to use tape to make a giant box where you can do like write the date here and then write everything in one big like set of text. And so that's what we're doing on the front and back page. Now, when we do this, I love to do the little corners. It makes it look like picture frames or windows or things like that. And then I also will cut the tape around the image here. You can always put the tape down first if you're using paper stickers, and then you can just lay the paper stickers down and you won't have to trim it. We're using transparent stickers today, clear sticker paper, so you would see the tape through it, which would be problematic. But look how cute that looks. And then it just has this little bit of stuff sticking out, and that is okay in this case. I think it looks really cute. Usually I like to have all decorations everywhere, except in the case when I'm making these giant boxes. It's just an exception to my rule that I hold myself to. Okay, so I have been so into yellow lately. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like waiting for spring or something, but I am all in on the yellow. Okay, this one actually, how far over? I gave it a little more space last time. Okay, on the other side. So let's give it a little more space here. I was considering whether I should have stuff coming down right here, but I don't think I'm going to do that. It's too much work for tiny little pieces. Okay. So now we're going to go like that. Getting all the little excess contained, and we have our beautiful little corners. Those are great. Okay. Now the question is, do I feel like I need a little bit of yellow right there? No, not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it. Same thing here. I'm going to cut it off there instead of having a tiny bit right there. You could totally get in close and do that. That's just too much work today for me. All right, and look at that. That's so cute with the yellow. It really pulls out the little bits of yellow throughout the rest of the spread. All right, so you could leave it like that, but as always, I want a few boxes, especially on this page. So we are going to use the new Plain Boxes Stitched Border sticker book and find some things that go well with it. I think because we've got purple back here, let's get something purple up here. So just flip through till we find the purple page. And because we went with square here, or rectangle, you know, 90-degree angles, we're going to use the rectangles as well. And let's actually look at other colors. Oh, these are some of my favorite colors. We do have a little bit of that color in here, but we've also just got like green. We've got some green. So maybe a green one would be better, but purple on green, not a big fan of that, except this is a good green. That's like I like this green. So we're going to get the tiny box from that one. With these tiny boxes, I like to put in the date. So we're going to do it like that. So this is a day of journaling. This is a skinny day of journaling. I'll do these as 2 different days of journaling because let me count it. Let me figure that out actually. Okay, actually, this can be 1 day of journaling. Perfect. All right, so the bigger ones are just circles, yeah. So here, we're gonna go with one of, trying to match, like these go well with this one, but not with this one as good. So I'm just trying to figure out which stickers I want. Maybe we do like opposite what we did on the other page. So we have some like coordinating colors and themes going on. Let's see, we did it up top over there. So what if we do it below down here? Then if we're doing that, just because I like to have some balance, we're going to put some stickers up there, even though I think I'll be journaling the whole day across this, but we can do some of the medium stickers. And let's add in like a kind of like base color just for funsies. So it's not all green and purple. Okay. Then we'll go ahead, I think because we picked this color as well, we'll grab one more of it. And then we're gonna go with green because we've got purple here. And this one is gonna stick in right like that. Okay. There we go. And again, we do not need any box stickers inside these pages. Okay, so here is my Happy Ayamiha spread, and super fun. As I mentioned, you can use this technique for getting letters down for any holiday or birthday or special occasion that you might be having. So it's a really fun way to, if you're counting which day you're going to be writing on, instead of just filling it out. So I counted ahead. This is the end of February in my journal, so this is for that. So if you're counting ahead, you can plan out your holiday and celebration spreads, which is super fun. Anyways, thanks so much for Planything for sending me these items. These are all available now, and you can use code Amy10 to save 10% on your order. All right, let me know if you have any questions, and thanks so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye.